In the latest developments in the FTX scandal, the firm's ex-CEO has been charged with orchestrating a scheme to defraud investors. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged the former CEO of the failed cryptocurrency firm on Tuesday. Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested in the Bahamas on Monday at the request of the U.S. An SEC complaint filed on Tuesday alleges that Mr. Bankman-Fried raised $1.8 billion from equity investors since May 2019. This was by promoting FTX as a safe, responsible platform for trading crypto assets. It alleges that he diverted customer funds to his privately held crypto fund without telling them, and he allegedly used the money to make undisclosed venture investments, lavish real estate purchases, and large political donations. Well, with us now to discuss the situation is Bobby Del Rio, host of the Daily Drop. Bobby, welcome back to Forum Daily.
Thanks for having me, Nima.
So we talked about FTX before, but now Mr. Bankman-Fried has been arrested. So tell us exactly how we got here, Bobby.
Well, it's just the more that everything has been uncovered, basically once they declared bankruptcy, they implemented a new CEO and they just basically went through the books and there's almost no books. It's like there's so many accounting frauds and lies and cons, quite frankly, crimes, that this is way worse than anyone could have imagined. It just looks like Sam Bankman-Fried is probably the biggest criminal in the history of crypto.
Way worse than anyone could have imagined, indeed, Bobby. Now, if I'm looking at this case here, he is charged with orchestrating a scheme to defraud investors. But considering that he was also known for making investments, major real estate purchases, and even political donations, how was someone so prominent and visible able to be so unaccountable in the first place?
You know, it's interesting. I read the 28-page SEC complaint today, and they're very, very good at sort of showing the face that Sam Bankman-Fried exhibited, contrasted with who he actually was. He's just like a big liar, right? Like he was very performative. Like there's so much evidence that he would say one thing publicly and do something else privately. And I think that he was also leveraging those relationships, which were really rehypothecations of customer funds. So he was using customer funds illegally to essentially pay off politicians so that he could curry favor, and so that he could tailor regulations to himself. And there's still more that is yet to be uncovered. Like he's just like, I don't how else to say it. He's the biggest financial criminal in the history of crypto.
So, how is all of this impacting the state of the crypto space right now, Bobby?
Well, look, I think that anyone who doesn't have a positive view of crypto continues to have a negative view of crypto. But I think that those of us, who are pretty deeply in the space, I don't think it made much of an impact beyond, oh God, what did FTX do? Stay away. I think people are concerned about the contagion effect. So when FTX declared bankruptcy, like 100 affiliated entities declared bankruptcy. So the contagion effects could be pronounced, and there's still rumblings about who's going to be affected. And I think we're just waiting for the other shoe or series of shoes to drop.
All right, Bobby. So, another big question here would be whether crypto is a safe investment right now, or should we consider investing in crypto right now and expect a major comeback in the near future? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, obviously, I'm not going to give financial advice, but I personally don't think that crypto is any safer or less safe than it was before the FTX collapse. I mean, there's sort of different issues. Personally, I think that if crypto is something that you are interested in investing in, it's probably better now because there's going to be more regulations. It's going to be way safer. There's going to be more transparency. They're starting to go after the bad actors vigilantly. So, for the same reasons anybody would have invested before, I think there's actually more reasons to invest now.
All right, Bobby, a quick 45 seconds left here, but anything that crypto investors can take away or learn from the scandal?
Do your due diligence, but it's tough. You've got some of the top celebrities and influencers in the world attached to some of these projects, but just know that transparency and due diligence and legality is very, very important. And don't trust anyone. Like, prove it, make them prove it.
Make them prove it. All right, Bobby, thank you again for joining us today on Forum Daily, and we'll see you again shortly.
Thanks for having me.